Fold the fabric in 2 layers. Mark out and cut a square that's 45 inches by 50 inches. My 50 inches is on top in this video, it's the bottom of the skirt. Fold the square in half, there should be 4 layers. Mark a gentle curve for the bottom of the skirt. 8 inches from the middle fold, and 6 inches on the raw edge as shown. Cut the elastic. Measure your waist, divide by 2, and add 1 inch. My example below. I messed up here for the waistband. My fabric is layered, but I cut 2 2.5 inch strips. I recommend cutting a 4.5 inch wide strip that you could fold in half for a cleaner look. Strip 1 is the length of your waist measurement that you calculated, and strip 2 is about the length that your elastic can stretch. The elastic will be encased in a longer strip. If you messed up like me, just sew 3 of the 4 sides, flip it inside out, and slide the elastic in. Back to the skirt. Mark and cut the square, still 2 layers. Taper either side 8 inches from the raw side, angled to the corner of the skirt bottom. Now it's ready to start sewing. Fold the 4.5 inch strip in half, iron, and sew the edges, or sew all 3 like I had to. Cut the corners, turn it right side out, and iron flat. Encasing the elastic in the long strip is hard. Take your time though. Pin the middle and both ends where it stretches out. Also pin the bottom edge of the strip, not with the elastic. This is to keep it from moving around when you're sewing and helps a lot. Make sure to keep the elastic stretched out while you're sewing. I made 3 rows for extra stability, stretching it each time. Now time to sew the waistbands to either skirt. With right sides together and raw edges together, pin the middle, edges, and then gather the rest in between. You can see the front and back of the skirt starting to take shape. Now you have the 2 halves of the skirt. Put right sides together, matching up the waistband, and pin both sides. Sew the sides. Mark the length of the skirt so that you won't step on it. Fold the fabric twice so the raw edge is rolled over. Iron it to make it easier to sew. Now for the apron. This was a scrap piece of fabric from another project, but it did quite nicely. I did not care much about the apron because I knew it would be under my corset, so I did cut corners for the waist. Cut the corner to the center, measure your waist, and cut a circle in the center. If you do care though, this is what I recommend. Cut about 2 2-foot long strips of tweed for the tie, pin it to the edge of the waist, and roll it with the hem. Pin a hem around the circle and on each side by folding the edge twice, just like the hem of the skirt. Cut off the extra. Tuck it under however it looks good to you. I did this. Pin all the way around the apron, including the waist. Iron it down to make the sewing easier. I'm ready to start sewing again. When you get to a corner, slow down, stop with the needle in the fabric, lift the foot up and rotate the fabric. Put the foot back down and continue sewing. Now you have the finished look.